Bright lights, loud sounds, potent smells. Pandemonium is as much a fortress as it is a casino, surviving even the fire that charred it to the bone. Marm simply rebuilt it, as big and gaudy as ever.
Hey everybody, Old Man Alchemist back with another raw and wiggling episode in our playthrough of Aether and Iron. Alright, so what do we have on the menu is to go to the Pandemonium. And let's just make sure we have... So we have our blind and our auxiliary things. And this gives empowered to a target vehicle, increasing its damage output. And it's interesting that she's got... Oh, that's 2 HP. That's energized, not empowered. Are any of these empowered? No. Nope. Okay, well, it is what it is. Before we go, let us visit Nellie's lab. And...
Yes?
how's your research?
I know you can't finish Daisy until we get you that core, but it's hard to picture you sitting around sipping coffee and reading a book while you wait.
Of course not, silly. There's still too much left to do. There's construction of the device, obviously, and I'm waiting for Professor Gardner's peer review to ensure I haven't missed anything. Oh, and I need to install the new materials. I'd initially improvised from what I could find, but Professor Gardner put Tiana in contact with his suppliers. It'll increase Daisy's range and stability significantly.
Sounds like a full plate. Scheduling any room for sleep in there, Professor?
Oh, well, it'll be very busy, but it's nothing I can't handle. We're on a tight schedule, and we're finally making progress. A few weeks of extra work never hurt. Come back soon!
Okay, she has nothing new to give us. So we're heading on out. This is where we want to go, the Pandemonium. Alright. Surprise encounter.
Dreamland is a winding jumble of golden bands of light, its islands thrown together like an overflowing jewelry box. As I come out a tunnel, yellow and black shadows dive into my rear view.
Somebody's trying to...
Hey sis, can you do us a solid?
Depends on the ask.
See Lucy over here? She just graduated, so we're taking her out to celebrate. Gotta help her earn her stripes now that she's running with the big girls. You look like you can take a hit. Mind if she wails on you a bit?
I'll drive you off the road if you try.
Oh, goody. Come on, Lucy.
Oh boy. Oh my. Okay. Well, we don't want to be in this. I don't know what that means, but it can't be good. Yeah, that takes 6. Yeah, I don't want to leave without... What do I have? Just 5 left. Okay. Crest. Yeah, I don't think he's feeling too good right now.
That was too close for comfort. This place is falling apart, fast.
Ouch.
My insurance don't cover this kind of monkey business.
That's not good. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of thought that chain reaction was going to happen with them. Let's see. Oh, that was nice. Let's see.
Leaking Aether.
Let's see. Can Cress heal herself? Yes, she can. Okay, good. I guess that's it.
Spoil sport.
Oh, nice. Yeah, what do we get? Let's give this to Crest too. Got some guns we need to sell. We got a garage. Don't have enough for that. But you know what? Do they have a small? Yes, they do. There we go. Oh, this is nice, a flamethrower. Strange, it seemed to do more damage to me. Welding station, repair group, healing. I need to get another one of those. Anyway. Oh my god, heavy Gatling gun. Look at this sucker. Has 1 round cooldown. That's pretty nice. 116. Now we have just enough for it, but we don't have any place to put it. So we're not going to worry about it right now. We're completely healed up. And yeah, I guess it's just time to go. What do we have in our pockets? You know, a little bit of stuff. Okay. Let's go.
Pandemonium is the beating heart of human desire in the lowers. But while it promises the world, it'll take even more in return. Hopefully, Sophie's help doesn't come with the same set of strings.
Gia, I'ma go stay with the cars. I'll meet you when you're done.
Why? Sophie's the one who wanted to meet.
She wants to meet you. I know all about Dreamland. They don't like rats on their marble floors. I walk in with you. They'll throw you out on your ass right next to mine.
I glance at the security guards by the door, already watching us intently. Their fiery eyes clash against Cress's watery blues. All right, sit tight. I'll be back soon.
Be careful, Gia. You can't trust those sparkly vultures.
Okay, what do we have to see here? So much to click on.
The fountain's flush with enough coin to tempt any slots addict into taking a dip. I watch a twitchy-handed woman gaze longingly at its waters, under the security's watchful eye.
Yeah, tossing a coin for luck.
Zio used to say, scrimp and save every advantage you can get for a rainy day. I rub a coin for luck and add it to the pool of spent wishes.
Alright, I've got 2 things here. Jack's Wild. Make contact with Sophie. Talk to Sophie. And isn't that the same thing? Meet Sophie, earn Sophie's... I don't know. But I guess this is Jack's Wild, and somehow or another we'll get something with Sophie. Well, we did Apollo already. Here we go. Pandemonium. How many saps over the years have poured their paycheck into Mom's pocket and walked out feeling like a winner? Mom Weiss has always had a knack for pageantry and spectacle. so it was only natural that her seat of power would take the form of a magnificent gaming hall. Pandemonium provides the bread and circuses necessary to keep the masses docile, and serves as a den of vice for any would-be rivals to indulge their baser qualities. Enemies rarely rebel when they're distracted and drunk, and Mom enjoys the leverage this gives her over their various debts and indulgences. As the repository for her liquid wealth, it's also got tighter security than the gates of heaven itself. So this is the place we're robbing. Okay.
Hello, my friend. Test your hands in a game of nimbleness and daring. The name of the game is Snapdragon. All you gotta do is snatch a raisin from the jaws of the flaming brandy, and you win a prize.
Yes. Do we really want to do that? Probably not.
No thanks. I like my fingers unsinged.
Your loss. If fiery thrills aren't your game, don't worry. There are plenty of others coming, courtesy of Soap Jackson.
Soap? Marm knows someone else is running a racket on her doorstep?
No, Soap would never. She invited him to host her birthday bash, and it's not a Soap Jackson party if everyone's not having a ring-a-ding time.
Yeah, right, Soap.
Oh my, 68. I wish I could be as active as Mom at that age. Did you know she still makes all her weekly appearances? Why, I hear she'll be present at the...
At the what?
The fountains outside Pandemonium are a gaudy display. In a place like the Lowers, where ordinary people struggle to get clean water, these spew torrents of the stuff over a pool of filthy coins.
Nothing I can do there. Okay, time to go in.
Bright lights, loud sounds, potent smells. Pandemonium is as much a fortress as it is a casino, surviving even the fire that charred it to the bone. Marm simply rebuilt it, as big and gaudy as ever. It's a siren call to every sucker, but I don't make it 3 steps forward before I'm accosted.
Miss Giovanna, Miss Sulzer sends her warmest welcome. She's expecting you at a personal table on the 2nd floor.
Thanks, pal. I'll head up in a sec.
Oh, before you proceed upstairs, Miss Giovanna, we're accepting presents from Magdalene Weiss to celebrate her birthday. A gift is highly encouraged if one intends to use our facilities.
Not even the concierge's stone-cut face can hide the faintest ugly crack as he looks me over. But I've dealt with harder stiffs at the glass cage. I'll see what I can rustle up on short notice.
I ain't giving that bitch shit. Probably have to. Wow, look at this. Okay. What do we have here? Statue.
The effigy of Magdalene Marm Weiss graces me with her life story on a golden plaque. Orphan to barren. Not a line dedicated to any of the dark deeds done to get there, though.
Alright.
Crowds of somebodies loiter about, decked out in their finest for a chance to lose their shirts. Dreamland takes in every bored thrill seeker, but Pandemonium gets the deepest pockets.
Oh, come on. Only VIP holders get to play the tables on Mom's birthday. You don't even want your pass.
Pandemonium's guards play 2 faces, hospitality, and pest control. A goon flashes compensation vouchers at a table while his partner marches off a rowdy schmuck towards a closed door. The closer I get, the itchier my palms. There are more trophies and firepower here than in a dragon's hoard. Watchful eyes from security guards and curious glances from guests follow me up. Whoever I am, if I can visit Pandemonium, I've got to be someone who can afford the birthday tax.
Oh, man. Well, I can't do that. Shit, this a bitch.
I shuffle through my shallow pockets for something shiny enough to pass. It's a drip in an ocean of gold, but it's enough to turn onlooker curiosity into indifference.
Yeah, man, I ain't happy about that. Wench. I'm definitely robbing her.
The light past the doorway's blotted out by a hulking shadow. It gives me a wide grin.
Miss, Mom thanks you for your generosity.
He steps aside, and suddenly I'm a guest of honor. Staff members try to hit me with grins, stuff vouchers into my palms, and hustle me to open tables. I turn them down, all for the second floor.
Are you trying to insult me, Miss Saltzer?
A manila folder slaps the table like a white glove. The challenger locks eyes with the woman across from him, daring her to flinch or draw.
I've been doing business with Marm since before you could even stand up to her skirts. I've built half the streets you walk on, and you repay me by showing me this garbage.
We have other properties, of course. However, this offer is not an insult. Think of it as a token of Marm's esteem. A chance to get ahead of a gold rush. This property is awful, and some competitors have already backed out. What they've overlooked is that this is non-dock land. We're unable to add new islands to it, so we intend to add a beach.
A beach, eh? My wife and I recently visited one of the Uppers beaches to get away from the Coney Island mobs. But you know Uppers folk. They quibble about social propriety, but we can't here.
Okay. Well, I guess she's the only thing that I can interact with. Talk to Sophie, and I guess that's... Well, I'm about to meet her.
You seem quite passionate. How would you see a beach, then, for honest locals like us? Not the tourists. Giovanna! It's been an age!
She beams at me with a swell of sentimentality. Before I can process it, she rises and sweeps me into a hug like we're long-lost sisters.
Huh?
Oh, I'm so happy to see you. But I'm afraid you're early. I told you, open bidding for Steeple Boardwalk doesn't begin until tomorrow.
Oh, it's a con.
What? She's bidding too.
She is. Giovanna's new money. A change of pace from the usual competitors. What was it you wanted the boardwalk for again? You made it sound quite ambitious.
1.
I was thinking I'd cover the whole square in lights. Maybe build a Ferris wheel and run some air shows. Hire some stunt flyers from the uppers to run shows daily.
Well, well. Good luck, because you won't be doing that on Steeple. Miss Saltzer, I've made up my mind. Send the paperwork to my people for review.
He leaves the table with a victorious smile and a head full of plans. But his smile's got nothing on Sophie's.
Well done. Thank you, darling. That man has been exhausting to deal with.
Uh-huh. Any truth to this gold rush?
No more than anywhere else. It will be beautiful once he cleans up the trash and patches the cracks. And the locals are nice, if you pay well enough.
What happens to the investor?
And when he finds out it's not what you sold him on?
People who spend that kind of money never want to believe they've made a bad deal. He'll find every way to justify it to himself with barely a word from me.
She hooks my arm in hers and leads me to the table. Along the way, I spot her enforcer by the stairs, and black and gold-clad staff milling about the floor. Not worried about eavesdroppers?
This is my table, which makes it the house's table. Anyone who's fond of their ears will give us privacy, or learn to live without one.
All right, enough of the pleasantries. Apollo said you'd know how to get into Marm's vault.
Yes, I'm sure our tall, dark, and fiery-tempered friend has told you all about me. But I've never met you.
That's my line. You're Marm's right-hand woman. How do I know you aren't looking to double-cross us and get a free ticket to the top?
Because, quite simply, there are far less complicated ways to destroy the underground and take my place in Dreamland than a Machiavellian heist.
She gathers the cards, shuffling them as easily as she breathed.
Do you play Kill the King?
I've played a few rounds. Why?
Just a friendly game. You can learn a lot about a person from how they play.
And what's this friendly game going to cost?
How about a secret? Losers share something they've never told anyone else. We deal in a lot of currencies in Dreamland, but few are as valuable as information.
How about a refresher on Kill the King?
What rules are we using?
Crown reversal, to keep things simple. Every round, we pick a card to duel. Queen beats king, jack beats queen. Numbers that add up to 10 or more beat jack. And aces beat everyone except the king. First woman to 10 wins.
What do you learn from cards?
You said you learn a lot about someone from how they play.
You see, an aggressive player might be risk-friendly, while a defensive player only makes safe deals. The most pleasant person might have a horrible temper while under stress. Or they simply prefer number cards. Like me.
Fresh deck?
Hold up. If we're playing, I want a fresh deck.
A new deck? Really, Giovanna? Do you distrust me that much already?
Would you trust you? She inhales softly, rolling her eyes playfully while she signals a staff member. The decks are swapped, and a shuffled hand is passed across the table. We trade blows across a polished table. King versus king, numbers versus queen, numbers versus numbers.
I thought Eli's killer would be a little taller.
Same to you. Apollo said he had a mole. Wasn't expecting Marm's second. We peer over our cards. Sophie's poker face is as calm as a lake. I see if I can make ripples.
Jack.
Jack of spades. Sophie gracefully hands me a queen. What's your angle? You aren't just Marm's second, you saved her life.
You sound suspicious.
Because it doesn't add up. A fire nearly takes Marm out with her casino. They don't catch the culprit, but they see you pulling Marm to safety. A few weeks later, she names you her heir. We slide our cards forward, locking edges. From where I'm standing, you're either throwing away a comfy life, or you're planning an upgrade.
Oh, which one I want is no secret. I want what the underground wants.
Her card scratches my glove as we flip. Ace takes numbers.
You know, I played Mr. Valentine in that very chair. He was Marm's favorite gentleman criminal, and excellent at cards.
Excellent at getting himself shot, too.
But the madrigals weren't to your taste? I hear they made out quite well after a run-in with 8-Shot. So well, they've stopped taking work from us to focus on a new venture.
Her 7 and 10 mob my jack. I watch her fingers worry along the edges of a card. 1 jack's left. How many aces and kings?
Your history. Valentine, Eli. I wonder, what does 8-Shot Randazzo want with Dreamland? Are you looking to add another Baron to your dashboard?
Look, Sophie. Do I look like a bloodthirsty sadist to you? I'm a smuggler. I'm not here for some vendetta. I'm just a gal looking to get paid. I take a chance on King of Clubs. She clubs me with a queen.
Play number cards.
A 7 and a 4. I take her jack and add a point to my pile. You want to trade reps? Let's start with yours. The Benedict Casino, the Juno Silk Heist, the disappearance of Dropper Brody. Any of that true?
Now. No one's ever proven that Dropper and I have even been in the same room.
Ace and King of Hearts. I hand her my ace. We continue firing cards at each other. Sophie shoots down my card and the next, building a tidy sum of points on her side of the table. A few more hands like this and she'll sweep.
That needs 7. This needs 9. I don't get any bonuses from this. We're going to look for an edge. Yes.
Zio Alfonso never played an honest game in his life. And I see Sophie holding her cards the same way he did. 2 cards layered flush against each other. Your hand's looking a little stacked. Grab an extra card?
Uh-oh.
Oh, well look at that. It must have happened during our last hand.
Uh-huh. Your casino's gotta have rules for that. Forfeit or penalty?
Since we're close to the end, let's call it a penalty and strike a point from my pile. Shall we?
1 point's good enough to tip the board. Luck comes back to my side of the table. For every hand she grabs, I take back 2, narrowing the gap. We throw down our final cards. My queen kills her king.
Well, beautiful game, darling. As much as it pains me to admit it. Now then, shall we settle up? What secret of mine do you wish to know?
Pandemonium Fire.
Tell me about the Pandemonium Fire.
I thought we agreed to ask something we've never told anyone else. Everyone knows about the fire. I can even lend you the book Marm commissioned about it.
Maybe, but I doubt you've ever given anyone a straight answer. You wanted to be heir. Did you want it bad enough to torch the place?
Oh, Giovanna. Of course I wanted to be heir. We all did. But it's difficult to think about a title when you're trapped inside a burning building. When everything's falling apart, you only think about what you can save. I was simply in the right place at the right time to find Marm. If I only cared about becoming Baron, I would have ensured she stayed put, and told the others she named me her heir with her dying breath.
Anyway, if you're satisfied, maybe we can talk about the job. Starting with how we're getting to the vault.
Of course. We'll need information. Fortunately, everything we need is right below.
She waves a gloved hand over the railing, directing my gaze to the bustle below. No wonder she'd seen me coming. The whole floor is laid bare like pieces on a chessboard.
No one cares if you gawk. Everyone knows the house is always watching.
The view's dizzying. 1,000 sounds and images and characters play out. But before I can pick which one to follow, something snuffs them out. Hushed silence steals through pandemonium, like a reaper through a dying town. Sophie, what's going on?
Marm's there.
The queen of the house. You've arrived just in time to see how she works.
Okay. You'll see now, so that part got taken care of. Jack's wild. We got two things. Find source of commotion and investigate game floor.
Every one of Marm's goons is wearing iron and muscle under pressed suits, but none of them make crowds part faster than the Dreamland doe walking the floor. I thought Pandemonium was yours.
It's Mom's. I simply manage it for her. She owns everything in Pandemonium, including every dear heart on payroll.
Two armies hired by cash and devotion. We're not leaving with Marm's money without a fight.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one.
Who's handling Marm's loot?
Matzi Brothers Moving Company. A local group. Marm has an exclusive contract with them to move items from the hall to the vault. One of the very few people allowed to lay even a finger on her wealth without a trip to the underline.
The cart's barely enough to make a molehill in Marm's hoard. How are we going to clear out the whole vault?
Yeah. There's nothing up here.
Part poisonous viper, part soothing vixen. Magdalene Weiss is an ancient dragon in the lowers. Beauty, elegance, and deadliness hold her above her age and the masses.
Hello, my darling guests. I trust you are all enjoying your stay. I walked through these halls, and do you know what I saw? Full pockets, smiles, eager for the chase, and then the rest of you.
The aged baron's laugh is a silky rumble vibrating off cavernous walls.
Now, I ask you to pause your games for a little diversion. A game between myself and one of my beloved dolls. Elizabeth, say hello.
The young woman on the platform waves as she enters the arena. Sharp uniform, polished goggles, muscles raring for a fight. She jabs a finger at some sap at the slot machines.
Hey, you with the gross tie! Get your greasy paws off the level while Mom's talking. This is a prime entertainment.
Ah, you see how protective she is, and so confident. Some of you must already be familiar with her achievements. The Dreamland Hippodrome, the Schuster Cup, and of course, the surprise conquest of Belmont Castle.
It's a moment out of a greeting card. The elderly baron's hand on her adopted daughter's shoulder. An indulgent smile on her face, but the borders are dark. Lizzie's shoulders tighten as she takes her seat.
What are Lizzie's odds?
Who would you put money on?
Are you asking me for a bet?
I couldn't afford your rate. I just want to know if your sister's got a shot.
Then I'll do you a favor and spare your wallet. No, not in the slightest.
Does this happen often?
These card shows happen often? Or
both. You see, we all get a turn in that chair. It's about quality time with Marm and showing off to her guests. But Lizzie's in the hot seat. Castles was supposed to become another lieutenant's territory until Lizzie took it. And now Marm's in one of her moods.
What? She's mad the wrong doe took it? What does it matter who gets the job done? It's still Dreamland's banners going up.
The problem, Giovanna, is that Lizzie didn't get permission. Marm will call it triumph in the headlines, but she'll never allow Lizzie to get away with overstepping her. It sets a bad precedent.
Hmm.
The slow draw of cards. The Sato voices calling their bets. The friendly facade splits into bloodshed with their opening hands. First hand, Lizzie throws a valiant play. Marm slaps it down with ease. Second hand, Lizzie tries another angle. Marm cuts her off, carving through Lizzie's chips and pride.
Well, the game's rigged, of course.
The doe's more prey than knight. By the fifth hand, her hands weaken, from bold to timid. Fingers dance between cards indecisively. I can feel her desire to retreat from here.
Call or fold, girl?
I call.
I tear my eyes off them. I didn't come here to watch a beating. Sophie said the intel we need is below. All I gotta do is find it.
Okay. Investigate the game floor.
Every patron holds their breath, but there's not a quiver of fear. Their ghoulish smiles spread, mouths slavering in anticipation. The crowd's a sea of bloodlust. I break them into individual numbers in my head. Too many bodies break between us, the vault, and the exit. Pandemonium got any slow days?
It's near Marm's birthday, so no. The celebration is a weeks-long affair. We have tourists coming in from all over the world, and it's only going to get busier the closer we are to the big day.
So, we need to find a way to get them out of the way. The hall holds its breath for the final blow. A full house coming down on a meager high card.
Over already? My, what a game! Don't you agree, Elizabeth?
Sure was. You were amazing, Marm.
The crowd applauds, taken in by the heartwarming display. The bustle returns to the hall. Tables fill with smiles and vices, but Marm and Lizzie remain on the platform. Baron Magdalene Weiss turns her razor-sharp gaze towards the balcony. I'm caught, staring down the maw of the beast, but I'm not the intended target.
Excuse me, Giovanna. I need to see what Marm wants.
Think she's on to us?
I doubt it. If anyone checks my appointments, all they should see is I was meeting an old friend of no importance. On that note, please avoid drawing attention until I'm back.
She disappears with the flutter of her cape. Despite what she says, my eyes follow her down to the ground floor. Maybe I should listen in.
That's too difficult.
No one cares if you gawk from above. Swirling a glass, I gaze down the railing like a haughty debutante. The three are a silent picture. The favorite daughter tells the unfavorite something that makes her storm off. The matriarch pulls Sophie in for a whisper. Violin trills accompany in my mind. A few minutes later, Sophie returns. Despite her calm face, her movements are choppy. Looked serious down there. What did Marm want?
Patrol. And it can't wait.
Sophie, you can't just take off. We weren't done talking.
Well, hurry up then. We'll chat on the road. Think of it as a guided tour.
Okay, Jack's Wild is done.
So, where's this guided tour taking us?
All right, we're going to end this here because that was Jack's Wild. Huh. Now we're doing Our Heart Has Two Beats. That's strange. Okay. So, anyway, we're going to end this one here. Hey guys, if you've been enjoying our playthrough and want to stay abreast of everything we're doing on the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Do me a great favor, crush that like button also, and finally, leave me some comments. Let me know what you're playing, what you're looking forward to, or just what's going on with you. Until next time, this is Old Man Alchemist saying stay cool and peace.